bad moi. I was a very bad boy yesterday. We had a guest from Estonia. I don't know if you guys know where that is, but if you grab a map somewhere, it's just south of Finland and bordered by Russia on the east and by the Baltic Sea on the west, and I believe just north of Latvia. It's about 60 degrees latitude, so she was just really enjoying the sun here in Mexico. Had a great day in Calvillo yesterday, so we took a trip. And again, this is really more for my own benefit vlog, so that when I do have like a carb cycling day or just decide to pretend like I'm like used to want to eat like I did in the old days, I don't. It's horrible. I really don't know how people do it. I don't know how you go through your life eating refined foods and expecting not to feel like rolled whale doo-doo, okay? It's an old Coast Guard term. And I've noticed my brain's just not quite as sharp this morning. I've already had my coffee. And, well, let me tell you what I did. So the night before, that would be Saturday night. Today's Monday, so it's a vacation day today. So I think I ate pretty reasonably on Saturday. Matter of fact, I know I did. We had Chili's rellenos, and that's just with egg and cheese. And I did not get the covering. And to that end, I had that, and then like leftover chilorio, some leftover pork, some leftover meat that I had. So that was cool. But then had a sweetbread that evening, and I slept pretty good. I mean, like normal. All right. So apparently it wasn't enough poisons and things to really upset my sleep. And then the next morning, they all went for gorditas, and I had 2 fried gorditas, right? So the only carbs in there were really just the corn. And that was the equivalent of about 4 corn tortillas. So I'm already looking at, somewhere along the lines of close to 50 grams of carbs. Tortillas add up quick. And then fried in seed oils. So here comes the inflammation. But it was loaded with fatty meats, cabbage on top, cream, really good. And that was fine. And then we drove out to Calvillo, and then we just did the graze thing, just nibble. So wound up nibbling on some dried guayaba fruit, a couple of discs. And again, it's not GMO, it's all natural. So when you eat these things, I mean, there's just a lot of fiber in guayabas. When they're fresh fruits, their glycemic index is only like 25. So if I had to eat fruit, I would probably just pretty much stick to guayabas. And then, of course, strawberries and berries. That's not a problem. And only when I feel like it. But I mean, if they're around, I'll eat them. If not, no big deal. No love lost. But then I did have some what we call chascas, or in Mexico City they call them esquites. It's the white corn, and also Mexico rejects GMO. So far the corn has not been polluted or destroyed by multi-billion-dollar corporations around the earth trying to actually destroy our food supply. Very interesting. Maybe I'll do a video on that someday when I'm allowed, so I don't get it struck off my channel, but it is the truth. So this is as pure a corn as you can get, the Mexican white starchy corn. So they scrape that off. And in Morelia, for example, they will use the red top McCormick, which is just regular egg mayonnaise, very, very low carb. Here they use the green top McCormick, which is really salad dressing. So they do add, I believe they at least add sugar. I don't remember if they add high fructose corn syrup or not. I don't think they do. I still think it's a pretty reasonable mayonnaise, or salad dressing in this case. And plenty of vinegar. I mean, it would be akin to Miracle Whip. And then the cheese that they put on is totally keto, obviously really good, low carb, 0 carb. And the ajonjolí, the sesame seeds that they cook in oil, and I imagine that's seed oils also with chili. And that's about it. Yeah, the mayonnaise, cheese, and the corn. So I ate kind of half to maybe 3/4 of a cup of that. And then, again, I guess we did, we bought some sweet bread, and I probably had maybe 1/4 of a donut. Then we wound up going to a seafood place, really good. I had the ribeye. And other than the fact that they had, obviously, the totopos, the corn tortilla chips fried in seed oils with salsa, the chips and salsa. It's more of a touristy kind of thing. So they do understand that most folks, when they come from other countries, expect Mexicans to just have chips and salsa laying around, which really we don't. But it is what we call a pueblo mágico. So it's one of these UNESCO, UN worldwide cities that people do come to visit from other places of the world. Of course, we had our Estonian friend with us. We kind of got our little souvenir. It's really tall, and I think she may be my height or maybe a centimeter taller. Obviously blonde, very fair skin. Of course, we're all kind of, holding the inside of our arms to each other. And, most of my family, my wife's kind of green, and the rest of the kids are pretty fair. So we're all pretty close in skin tone. It's kind of fun. It's something we do here. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, we wound up going to this fish place. They all get salmon and tilapia and I think pulpo, octopus, and some other stuff. And I just got a ribeye, like I said, and it had guacamole and then a couple of chips. Pull those chips out, and it had some grilled onions, pretty much super low carb, really good. The ribeye, I don't think it was a natural cut. I think it comes in the little bags, and it's all tenderized and everything. So we ate that, and then we came home, and then my wife had made flan, which is custard, and that's eggs, milk, evaporated, condensed milk, and then some vanilla, and then you use sugar and you caramelize it first, and you pour the thing in, and you put it in a water bath to cook it. All right, so ate a chunk of that, and then finished off a donut, which was like half a donut. And it's not like the Americanized, sugary, syrupy, sweet donuts. It's actually kind of one of those, it's more of a bready kind of donut. It is yeast, but, it's not sweet by any means. Not to the American palate, for sure. So, I don't even want to begin to imagine how many carbs I ate. Probably in excess of 100 grams. Let's just say probably 200 or so. I slept, but I didn't sleep like I'm used to sleeping. And so here I'm definitely 12 hours into the next fast. I'll be eating regular dinner, regular time. I'm going to buy myself a chicken and bake it, and I'll eat as much chicken as I can. It's just going to be pure carnivore today, and chicken's rather lean. It's leaner. The wings are actually the fattiest part, and that's 40-60, so 40% protein, 60% fat. But I'm going to eat the leg, the thigh, the back, the breast, and the wing at least. Now, if I can fit more, I probably I'll actually overindulge in meat today. So that will be wonderful, and then I won't need to eat cena, and I'll go ahead and make my way through to the next day. So a nice 24-hour fast. I should be back into ketosis and autophagy rather quickly today. My body having used up all the glucose, be done with that. And it's kind of interesting because I actually want to, for Lent. Lent comes up on March the 2nd. That's Ash Wednesday. The day before that is actually, the English call it Pancake Tuesday, where the rest of the Latin world and even in the U.S., because of the French influence, call it Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday. But I'm actually going to back pancakes up to Sunday because I want to see how this transition happens from a very bad carb day to back into ketosis. And at that end, I'm going to go ahead and So I'm going to eat that Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to recover. And then Tuesday, I'm going to eat dinner. And Monday and Tuesday, I will have primed myself. Gorge on just meat, pure carnivore. No carbs whatsoever. And then I will go from Tuesday night to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I will eat Saturday during dinner. So that will be about a 4-day fast. So that pretty much covers most of the Catholics' religious, kind of what we do for this time of year, this Lent. And I mean, even the 4-day fast is over and above what I normally do. So this is quite good. And I'll get into the catechism a little bit here too to demonstrate that whether officially or unofficially, a doctor has put me on this diet for the rest of my life. So in that sense, normally I'm not responsible after the age of 60 for any of the dietary disciplines of the church. And since I'm 55, I have a few years left. But if a doctor puts you on some kind of regimen, obviously you have to follow it. But of course, I fast every day anyway for several hours. I mean, at least 18, mostly 20 to 22, and often a full day fast. So I think I'm over and above what the church would suggest for fasting. Okay, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm gonna see if I can drag my daughter on in this one too to see how many days she can go. But the thing is, the day before, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make another batch of barbacoa, but I'm gonna make it with beef this time, fatty beef. And so I'm gonna have that broth left over. That's what I'm gonna use to break my fast on Saturday. Couple hours before I eat my big meal, and I'll probably make myself a hard-boiled egg. And then 2 hours after that, I'll just go ahead and probably be a nice chicken wing day again, just so I can gorge out. I just love munching down on chicken wings. So that's that. No video yesterday, so today's going to be a little more talking here about kind of how my day went. Mostly it was corn. And obviously the refined breads and the donuts and the sweetbreads. So, yeah, pretty miserable stuff. And I don't feel as top-notch as I normally do. My brain does feel sluggish. Again, I didn't sleep as well as I normally do. My voice is even a little different. But I'll spring back today, and by tomorrow I think I should be right back where I really like to belong. I don't know how people do it. I don't like feeling this way, and I remember I used to feel this way all the time, and I wondered why I was so miserable. Yeah, God, I can. I just tell a story. Mostly, again, this vlog is for me, but if any of you have questions, comments, concerns, want to write something down in the comments, want some information or some tips, or how to feel wonderful and get off medications and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a doc. Don't want to be one. I couldn't lie to that many people. That would be the allopathic guys. If I ever were to become a doctor, I would definitely become holistic, because I don't want to work for petrochemical companies. I want to work to help people. And really, where do we mostly go wrong? Well, that's what we put down our mouth. Dietary solutions are the cheapest. They're the best. So there you go. We'll talk to you guys again in a little bit. Hopefully my next video, I'm going to be a little more lucid. Have a good one. Bye.